So I was making some videos there, and I kind of stopped for a while because there was an issue regarding my in-laws were being harassed by a local traveller. We all know what this is, and we've been. It's the same traveller who assaulted me on the 21st of the 7th, 2021, which is a year and a half ago. And the very next day, he came down in his rubbish lorries, parking around my in-laws, harassing them. So this is going on a year and a half for them. They're being harassed by this person. And I wrote a letter last week to the council because he was parking up in the Rundle Square and all around the house, kind of basically on council property. And they stuck a fine on his van in the Rundle Square. And because he thought he had protection from Waterford Council, because like he was approached, how will I say this now? He was approached by cronies of a TD who pulled a few strings in Waterford Council and got him a few contracts. And he was at the swapping information, as we know, with the detective, which is also being looked into. But in short, he knows that he has the guards and the council by the bollocks because they were foolish enough to do a deal with him, and he's a slimy fuck. Let's be honest about it. But Waterford Council stuck a fine on his lorry, and his response to this was he turned his ties out of the pram. He came down and parked his vans literally on top of my in-laws. Now my in-laws, like, they keep to themselves. Like, it's not like they're supporting me and any. They just genuinely just stayed out of it, if I'm being honest with you. So they're just easy targets in a way to try and provoke me. So he came down, parked his vans front, back, the usual shite. Guards were called. It was explained to the guards he's already after been charged now with threatening and abusive behaviour towards these people. And it was explained he was moved off after much screaming and shouting, all from my in-laws to hear now, let's be honest about it. He moved away, came back 5 minutes later and parked his vans again front and back. Now this is going on a year and a half. So if this is not intimidation of a witness that goes on daily, and the guards are watching this, the guards are letting this happen. Like, it's been reported multiple times, and this person receives contracts from Waterford Council or subcontracts. Waterford Council now need to step up and treat him like the same antisocial behaviour that the tenants have to abide by, the workers have to abide by. So why is he allowed to intimidate these people? Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But it shows you like how desperate they are to try and provoke me and to shut me up. And yet again, I've spoken about up until my solicitor's actions, and I was about to talk about David Connan and the council and all this again, and yet again something blows up. I've spoken about that psychologist in fucking Tulsa who needs to be investigated, and how the HSE were pushing this religion that she was recruiting for. I showed in the last video, like, I put up some paperwork. I was going to put up more paperwork that like show the council's actions and David Conan's actions. And I've said so many times that I don't have an issue with like Sinn Féin as a party, but I don't believe that members of Sinn Féin have the right to bully or intimidate people or get their actions covered. Like, I don't believe I should be suppressed into like saying it like it is regarding David Conan because he's a member of Sinn Féin. We all know of Mr. Conan's up the rail comments, which is more or less a two fingers to fucking all the other parties and his own party who are after distancing themselves from that kind of behaviour. And this Moran turns around and shouts up the row when he's elected, like, because it had to be the David Conan show. Like, and everyone would say that, like, that I'm only saying it because he tried to contact my wife. Well, there is that as well, like, and I don't believe Sinn Féin handled that appropriate. I'm still waiting for my apology. So is my wife. But I'm going to... But as I said then, on the 14th to the 11th, 22, he got a fine. This traveller up in the Rundle Square came down and started harassing me in-laws. Now again, the guards were caught. He was moved off. He came back down with further vans, harassed me in-laws. Now the guards have all looked into this. I was given legal advice not to put that up online and let the guards deal with it. And basically, they basically covered from. Now you will all know of my videos that how many times that this individual has been covered so many times. And I really hope Waterford Council now once and for all sits up and pays attention and stops covering for the likes of these people. Just want to read something that I had wrote there now. It probably covers some of the stuff that I just spoke about. A local traveller harassed my in-laws since the 22nd of the 7th, 2021, which is the day after I was assaulted by the same person. This is nothing new. We were asked to give the guards a few days grace and the council to kind of deal with the situation. We did. This traveller received a fine a few days ago for parking daily in a loading bay to harass my in-laws. He threw his toys out of the pram as he is under the impression he has some kind of impunity from Waterford Council and Waterford Garda. His response was to surround the couple's home with his rubbish vans. I'll add here that the couple did nothing wrong to instigate this. They are simply easy targets to try and provoke me. We all know this form of intimidation and harassment is the normal from this crowd in Waterford. Unbelievably, this is what Waterford Council subcontract work out to, and the Garda protect. He has already been charged with threatening and abusive behaviour towards the couple, so his daily actions of intimidation and harassment should be further reason for the Garda to be involved, as he is essentially intimidating a witness. The Garda are quick to defend his actions, which are also at the behest of a detective who swapped paperwork with this person to assist the local TD. So essentially he has the guards and Waterford Council by the balls. The people suffer are the two innocent people being harassed daily over the actions of a detective on the behalf of a local TD. I've said for years how strings were pulled in Waterford Council that this person is being rewarded with contracts from Waterford Council. It was met with basically that it wasn't true. I now found out the other day that actually he has been rewarded with contracts from the council and he's subcontracted by Waterford Council. So I just want to say, even the tenants of Waterford Council have to abide by a strict antisocial kind of code of conduct, and so does the workers. So why is he left act differently? Why is he left use a county council property to harass a couple? Do you know what I mean? And now he's rewarded with fucking contracts. Are you kidding me? I said in previous videos I could argue with this clown forever, but it takes me away from what's important, which is the plan, of course. It's long overdue. Waterford Garda stopped protecting him to protect this detective and who he is trying to assist. This detective empowered this person, as did Waterford Council, by awarding him contracts. The person that pulled these strings needs to be outed, and on whose behalf needs to be made public knowledge. The amount of issues and incidents always somehow excused gives an idea of the cronyism and corruption that goes on in Waterford. A detective swapped the summons. This is not new. This we all know, breaching my GDPR. The guard, rather than hold him accountable, would rather see an innocent couple harassed daily, as was my mother and other members of my family. These hypocrites driving this should be removed and an example made. If this was any one of us already charged with threatening and abusive behaviour, pulling up these vans, smirking in the window wherever in these vans, we'd be arrested and we'd be remanded into prison. His behaviour, the Garda's reluctance to investigate anything regarding him over the risk of who he may implicate, shows he has some kind of hold over the Garda and the council. I'll make another video and I'm going to combine all the photographs. I just want to show you how much the photographs there is and how much these people are being harassed for a year and a half by this person, and how much the Garda turned a blind eye and let this happen, and the fucking council let this happen. Unbelievable. But obviously I'll have to edit out the number plates and any kind of writing on the vans, so because there's an ongoing case. But I'll find a way of editing all these photos together and videos and stuff, and just to show you what the Garda are turning a blind eye to. Will the assault on me in July 2021 honestly be fucking looked into properly, and will there be anyone held accountable? Judging by the way the girls can't even support an innocent couple being harassed. I'd be foolish to imagine anything different, being honest with you. So I'm sure there's kind of solicitors in the background there, and they're trying to put a spin on how to get out of this, and maybe he passed it into the guards, or maybe the guards went and got it off him. Either way, the envelope is open, the thing was out of date, and my GDPR rights were broke. So I'll keep you updated on that. Waterford Council have a strict antisocial code for their workers and their tenants. So if convicted, This will affect any contracts offered, and I will update this as it goes. The poisonous, toxic, corrupt culture in Waterford needs publicly addressing. Other workers who are non-corrupt are now obliged to fucking go along with all this corruption or be pushed out. This is wrong and needs public scrutiny. A few high-profile people would need to lose their jobs, but for the greater good, this needs to happen. The view from so many people in Waterford are like, Waterford is so corrupt that that's just the way it is. It's fucking astounding. You know, that's what you like. The hypocrisy of contracts being given to certain people to remove waste from council houses trashed or burnt out is honestly fucking laughable at this stage. What I have alleged many times has turned out to be true over and over again. I'm under no impression I will get nowhere, but I'd rather try and fail than to not. The failure in duty to care that was owed and was breached so many times is disgraceful. The Gardaí stand back and they watch a couple harassed, one sick, which they know of, as this person also knows of and the council knows of. And he's awarded with contracts at the request of the cronies of a TD. How long before I'm proven right here also? The worry of Waterford Gardaí on who this person is going to blame and basically who he's going to point the finger at if he's ever arrested. That's really what the concern is about here. Like, do you know what I mean? That's why the Gardaí are trying to cover it up fucking, because they know that he fucking cannot be trusted and he will like fucking sing like a canary if he's arrested basically. And the whole charging of the fucking threatening and abuse to be able, they can't really get out of that. So he had to be charged. I don't forget about the actions of Henry Halligan, who, as we all know, passed an email I had written regarding David Conlan conveniently, and he passed it back, and he then tried to alter my mother's fucking funeral so my family and the priest wouldn't cross paths, and his actions wouldn't be revealed. But I already knew what he was after doing, but my mother asked me not to fucking cause a ruckus, so I didn't. The harassment by this traveller, as we know, is essentially covering up Mr. Halligan's actions at the behest of a high-profile person. Again, I tried to explain from start to finish, and again some bullshit kicks off. So as I've said, it's important I don't lose focus on who and what instigated all of this. I intend to explain this, any positive updates either from the Gardaí or the council. I will also upload this because I don't want it to be just me saying fucking negative stuff about the guards and the council, so I'll upload any positivity or anything that is done to show that, like, to show a bit of transparency. I'll make a video and I'll show the photos of the harassment against this innocent couple that Waterford Gardaí deems to be okay, and they actually assist this person. There was a phone call there made the other day reporting he had 3 vans I think parked around me in-laws, and the guard on the phone was making excuses for this person being there, and then he asked what the address was. How can you fucking, he was trying to say that he had a yard down there, and then he asked the address. So how can you say there's a yard down there when you don't even know the address? That's the kind of shit like that we're dealing with. I'll keep making my videos. If no one is watching, it won't stop me. I'll present all the evidence that I have regarding the photos and videos, and I'll have them presented to the judge, because the judge won't deal with what the fucking guards are doing, if I'm being honest. I'll make a video and I'll show the photos of the harassment against this innocent couple, and how for 1.5 years they've had to tolerate this kind of shit while the guards look on. And the guards make excuses for him being there. He doesn't live there. He doesn't work there. It takes a lot of premeditated effort to get there. Do you know what I mean? And the guards excuse him. Why would the guards be excusing? Because the guards don't want to arrest him. Because in case of what he might say about another guard who swapped my fucking summons in 2021. And what's happening there now is they're desperate for me to be fucking like, shut up. I'll have the photographs and the videos presented to the judge when he is up for his threatening behaviour, just to show, and hopefully the judge will question why the Gardaí hasn't fucking done anything about it instead of making excuses for him. I hope Waterford Council start distancing themselves from this behaviour, as Waterford Garda should have. Waterford Garda relinquished the upper hand when they swapped that summons with him, because he had him by the balls, if I'm being honest with you. Once they done that, the Garda couldn't back out of it, and they're more interested now in getting me provoked into a reaction that'll basically have all my complaints dropped. And Waterford Council now start holding this person accountable. If they're subcontracting this person work and he's harassing people and he's intimidating people, like, is this really what the fucking council are really implying realistically? I don't know. Maybe it was a once off. I'm not really sure. Maybe they weren't aware of what they were implying. Now they are. Now they are. I know this video is a bit all over the place and a big fucking scatter, to be honest with you. I'm trying not to use bad language and stay calm, and I just keep forgetting. But I'll upload more videos, and I want to take it from after the solicitor, because I want to talk about the actions of David Cunnan and Waterford Council, and the actions that went on when they took a house back off of me and my wife. And this is, if you notice, it gets to this point in so many videos and something kicks off. So in my next video I will talk about this. No, sorry, not my next video. In my next video I want to kind of put together all the photographs. I don't know how I'm going to do this, being honest with you. I'll have to kind of edit out this fucking vans and show you how many photographs and how much harassment this couple is getting, and how the guards have turned a blind eye to this person, and Waterford Council gives this person contracts. So it'll be the video after that. And if anybody wants to get in contact with me, any reporters or anything, please do, because I'm aware of certain people watching me videos. So thanks for listening, and I hope I didn't curse too much.